for us that has the right leadership and experience to lead this state into the future for all the citizens of Michigan. Talk about where the campaign's at, where the issues are in Michigan, and how, as Republicans, we're going to win this race in November. So, again, Michael Brown, Republican candidate for governor. You can find me, if you haven't had one of those pamphlets, a palm card, Captain Mike for Michigan. I'll explain my experience, why it's called that. But you can find me easy enough on the internet. But so I haven't talked to you. I graduated Belding High School about a mile and a half that way. Yes, that's 100% true. So I grew up by Wabasis Lake, right off M44. I grew up milking cows, working on the orchards out there on Wabasis Lake Road. So just like everyone in Montcalm County, Ionia County, I'm a country kid at heart. So after graduating Belding High School, I went in the United States Marine Corps. At age 18, I got on the bus in Grand Rapids. My father was in the Air Force. He wanted me to get a skill. And I said, no way. I'm going to be in the infantry. If I go in the Marine Corps, I'm going to walk around, shoot guns with camouflage clothes on. So that's what I did from 18 to 22. I got to travel the world. I was a young man, so I started serving the nation at age 18. So I'm the only military veteran in this governor's race. That's a fact. So I'm very proud of that, my service to the military when I was a young man. So I get out of the Marine Corps. I get back on Wabasis Lake Road, and my uncle's at Bostic Lake. If you know where Bostic Lake is, his neighbor was a state police recruiter. So lo and behold, I end up in the Michigan State Police at age 22. Went to the academy, got sent down to St. Joe, Benton Harbor area. Met my wife down there, pretty lady. 30 years and 2 weeks. We'll be married, 3 great kids. I give her all the credit for that. So I'll tell you, I have a son in the middle and 2 daughters. And before I get into the issues, I can promise you this. My 2 daughters played high school sports. We will have no men playing high school sports with women in the state of Michigan. So that is not going to happen. So 34 years in the state police. In February, I'm the captain. I run the Southwest District, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Benton Harbor region, Wayland South at 9 counties. 200 people I lead every day in the state of Michigan. It's really my pleasure to serve the citizens for that long. I've enjoyed every second of it serving the citizens. So that's 38 years of service to the nation and citizens. It's what I bring to the table and the leadership that brings with it. So in my 20s, I got inspired to be in the Republican Party under President Reagan. He was the president when I was in the Marine Corps. I'm 56 years old. So Reagan was president. Loved his optimism about the country, the diversity of the nation, that America was the shining light on the hill for the whole world. It still is like that, even though we got a train wreck as president right now, right? Yeah. So 100% we do. So I got involved in Republican politics in my 20s and ran for county commissioner against an incumbent, age 26, won that race by 154 votes. And another guy tried to run against me the second time. I clobbered him too. So I am the only candidate running for governor that's ever been elected to anything. And I like to say jokingly to the other candidates, but it's true, but I am undefeated. Right? So I am undefeated. I'll be undefeated in August, and especially in November when we have to throw Gretchen Whitmer out of office. So that's my background. Okay, why am I in this governor's race? And we'll talk about issues, and I'll stay within my time because we've got a couple other candidates that need to speak. So I dipped out of politics, raising kids. I worked narcotics and surveillance. I've done some of the most demanding and dangerous jobs in the state of Michigan, and I really love them. Worked with great people, local police agencies, sheriff's department, state troopers. Like I said, I lead 200 people. I'm on record, and people know what I'm serious about. We will treat our police officers with respect across this whole state. The Democrats, they're on their heels on the defund the police movement, and I'm going to keep the heat on them all the way to November. You can see it backtracking, but so I'm in this race. 2020, I'm driving into work We have chaos around the state with the incompetence of this administration, the total incompetence. I got a front row seat to it as one of the top commanders in the state police. We see what's going on. Our kids are sitting at home. Businesses are shut down. It's totally disgusting. My daughter's a year and 5 months zooming from her bedroom from Michigan State, right? What we've done to this state with these incompetent decision makers is unbelievable. I had enough of it. So I see the Republican field, but I know I have the right knowledge of the state of Michigan, knowledge of the issues, the right leadership to win this race, not just in August, but all the way to November. So that's why I'm in this race. I love the state of Michigan. I've never moved out of state, come back into state. So I've been serving this state a long time. But whether it's the logging woods up north, the farm fields in Montcalm and Ionia, or the suburbs of Kalamazoo, or the cities, I'm comfortable campaigning everywhere. And that's what it's going to take for a Republican candidate to win this race. So I bring that to the table. Trusted leadership, knowledge of the whole state, knowledge of issues, whether it's agriculture, trade schools, public safety. My goal by the end of my first term is to reduce the state income tax to 3.25%. That's equal to the state of Indiana. But it's going to take a team effort to run a lean and efficient state government. That's what I'm about. I've been in this government for a long time. I know what needs to be done. So that's why I'm in this race. I'm only in it for the citizens. So my wife is super excited. I let her know, hey, honey, I'm thinking about running for governor. And she's like, what? Are you kidding me? So, because I've been out of politics for a while. But she's super excited because June 1st, I have to take a leave of absence unpaid, right? We're a one-income family. So she's super excited about that. No pay for 2 months, right? Then I win in August, I got to take another 3 months with no pay. So she's super excited about the 5 months with no pay. We were talking about it the other day, and she's just like shaking her head at me. But that's, my chips are in the middle of the table to win this race for the citizens of Michigan. So let me talk about some issues. I hit on education a little bit. We will not have men playing women's sports in the state of Michigan. Our education plan is going to be accountable to the students and the families to make sure they have a great education. Whether you go to public school, private, or a charter school, or you're homeschooled, the state of Michigan is going to be there to support you under my administration. Trade school is going to be totally separate. So I love working with my hands. All my friends are in the trades. The trade school is like the IT of 20 years ago. It's the backbone of Michigan. It's going to have my full support. So you can make a great living without spending $100,000 in college. So I wish my kids would have done that. You know how big a farm I would have, right? So, all right, let me wrap this up with a couple more issues. Public safety. I'm the only one with a public safety plan out there that will make Michigan safe again. We talked about income taxes. I will run a lean and efficient state government. 70% probably the state of Michigan employees are sitting at their house right now. Day one, everyone is back to work under the Governor Brown administration. It needs to happen to do the business for the citizens. So agriculture is one of my top priorities. Like I said, I grew up milking cows, and we need to support agriculture with all the policies, whether it's transportation or wetlands policies. We need to get agriculture back to the front seat of the table in state government. Every time a Democrat's in there, they get thrown back to the back of the bus. They'll be at the front with Governor Brown. So that's me, Michael Brown, Republican candidate for governor. But let me leave you with this. Everyone from Montcalm County, all you Greenville Yellow Jackets, right? So would it not be great if the next governor was from Belding, Michigan? So thank you very much. Thank you very much.